All right, greetings and salutations. What's the business? We are back with new weeks and new energies. So we're gonna get cracking with the divine masculines first, and follow up with the divine feminines demo. Just gonna keep these brisk and sweet, so we can kind of move on with energies for the next 2 days. Got the overall energy, which is very important. Bottom line energy, which is very important. Got the feminine's energy, direct, conscious energy, masculine's conscious, direct energy at top. And we got the masculine's conscious and direct energy at the bottom. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? And we will begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the directions you're going, that's the decisions you're making. Everything starts in the mind. Then you got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine do. Wands. Wands are things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Actions and behavior. Your actions and behavior has karma and accountability to them. What you've done has karma accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. That's why karma happens. The wands that you do. And as you see, all the twos are out with that, except for the two of, all the twos, except the two of pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates. And all pentacles are temporary. Doing readings till Sunday at midnight. Last I'll take readings, $25 readings. If you need one, holla at me. Knock a few out. Been getting them out quick, so I got time today and tomorrow and the next day. So, masculine. First card in your message is change. Seven of Pentacles. That's the re card in my book. R-E-R-E. That's rearranging, relocating, removing, releasing, rehab, rehash, renege. R-E-R-E is about 7 of them you need to do to really get your life back on track, and that'll be an 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a life. That shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you sleeping on. God is in your life. Your twin flame is in your life. Your children is in your life. Your girl, your car, your job, your crib, your benefits, all that shit. It's a few changes you need to make in your life right now. And it involves letting some people go, removing yourself from certain situations. Could be the twin flame situation in general. It's just doing what you really got to do to get your life back, because that's what means more than anything. All right? That's just fairly important to what you're doing, masculine. Bottom line, what's very important, what you're doing, is Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card, a connection. Now, I see two things. I see masculines kind of rearranging their twin flame situation to kind of best fit what they got going on and what they need to happen right now, which ain't selfish or nothing. I mean, masculines are the king for a reason. Maybe they on to something. I see a lot of masculines separating for their feminines for a little bit to make this love stronger. It's kind of complex. I ain't really got too much time to break it down, but it's almost like if you love them, let them go. If they come back, then they were meant to be in your life. That's a tactic a lot of masculines are using right now. A lot of masculines are also testing their divine feminines. It's a lot of shit the masculines said. Feminine, if you heard them or not. If you haven't, then like I said, this connection is going to get tested. Some change that needs to happen, not just within your divine masculine, but within you divine feminine. That's what you ain't going to see. We're going to get into that in the next reading, I'm pretty sure. But it's all about connections. This is love. This is a deep connection. So I see twins doing what they got to do for themselves to be better people and for their twins to be better people, because they're the same person. Both of you guys need healing right now. Both of you guys need growth. Both of you guys need to step your games up, your personal situations, whether that's your finances, whether that's just your emotions need to mature a bit. It's a lot of shit that needs to happen. That the masculine is just going to be the first person to go through it, thus putting the feminine in it, giving the change. You know what I mean? It's all about self-preservation, self-care. You know what I mean? Masculine's going to make a move to do what he has to do, not what he wants, what he has to do for himself. in his life. You know what I mean? Feminine, you're gonna learn from that. Right? Another thing I see happening is masculines connecting with other people, connecting with new people. Let me put more smoke on this because this is very important. Ten of Cups. This is happiness. You know, masculines found somebody that makes them happy. You know, and when it comes to happiness, that's just an emotion. That's not a pinnacle. That's not a place. Happiness is very temporary. Might seem like it's all peaches and cream with this person until the masculine sees that it's not. It takes time for you to bump your head and make a wrong choice and a new connection for you to figure out if this person is right for you. But hey, we all go through, you know what I mean? It's free will. Seems like the masculine's got a good thing going on, but it looks temporary to me. Not because I'm twin flame biased. I just know this type of energy. This shit is fresh. This shit is new. And then it gets old very quick. You know what I mean? And that's going to bring masculines closer together with their divine feminines because of the connection that the feminine has is pretty consistent. The love is always there. It's unconditional. Masculine can fuck up in all kind of ways. Feminine has divine patience and understanding for the masculine to cope with the masculine. These karmics, these other chicks, these other dips, these other connections don't work like that. Soon you mess up, it's a wrap. They came with motives and ill intentions and shit. Yo, you ain't got to deal with that with your feminine. So you really, some masculines are starting to see how important the divine connection is outside the connection, and some masculines are doing what they have to do to make a stronger connection. Masculine, your subconscious or mystery madness energy. This is shit you don't see. That's going on right now. You got the Queen of Swords. This is the Lucy Liu card. It's being 10 toes the fuck down on a mental sword direction. Not half-assing a direction. So this is like going all the way. You know? Don't just change your physical appearance. Change your financial appearance. Change your emotional attitude. Like, change across the board. Go all out. You ain't pumping the brakes on your twin flame situation just for one thing. You pumping your twin flame situation to handle all things. You know what I'm saying? Why you pumping brakes? Why you taking time? Why you trying to figure this shit out? You know what I mean? It's everything needs to change. Everything across the board. Not just your pinnacles. Not just your status, your place in life. You need to change your attitude. You need to change your emotions. You need to change your mind state and ideology on your twin flame demo, on your divine feminine, on just life in general. This is change across the board, and that's what you don't see. You're gonna have to really kick it in gear with everything, not just one thing, not just two things. You got health, wealth, love, and self-expression. Wealth seems to be your main focus. You need to focus on your health. Maybe health and wealth is your main focus. You still need to focus on love and self-expression. You know what I'm saying? Without self-expression, you're gonna implode on yourself like a dying star. You won't be able to express yourself. You can't with regular people. You can with your feminine, but you push your feminine away. Thus, you have to deal with life and emotions and change by your damn self. Something you created. It's only gonna make you a better person doing what you're doing intentionally, but at the same time, it's gonna help your divine feminine too. But in reality, this you didn't even need to do it this way. But this way works. Don't half-ass be all about it, because you directly come into the situation, you and your feelings. When masculines pumped the brakes on their feminines, they instantly regretted it. Instantly regretted it. Like the day they pumped the brakes, it was the day they regretted it. Probably couldn't even sleep that night. Probably was up. You know what I mean? Because they've either A, made a decision, swore, or went in a direction, swore in their feelings. This is being in your feelings. You in your feelings. You two in your feelings. A lot of feminists be confused sometimes how masculines be getting in their feelings and gotta pump brakes. Like I said, this shit is major. Like I tell most of my clients, feminists, this is shit y'all don't understand. Y'all can come to me for advice or to a psychic or tune into a channel of a person you can resonate with to get the help you're looking for. You know how to maneuver in this spiritual lane, this twin flame lane, this divine realm and shit. Masculines ain't got none of that. It's hard for you to find somebody you can talk to about this twin flame shit. Feminists, masculines ain't got no. Who can they talk to other than they whack ass friends? Other than people who have no clue about this and how it's ran and shit. It's double harder for the masculine to try to figure this shit out. It's super hard on your masculine trying to explain feelings he ain't never had before. Or taking on new emotions and new energies he didn't even know exist, you know what I'm saying? He could be a she could be a he, you know how we rocking around here. Just saying. Feminines, it's the shit you gotta be thinking about. What's your masculines and his feelings? This nigga doesn't know how, it's like Helen Keller. How can Helen Keller tell people how she really feeling right now? She found one, that was probably her twin flame, the lady that helped her through her situation. Just took time out to be patient with her and figure her out, so she became like Helen Keller's voice. You know, could nobody tell Helen Keller's story but Helen Keller? And she couldn't talk. I mean, she could admit, like, she was blind, deaf, and deaf, bro. Like, that's what twins are, man. That's what divine masculines are. Helen Keller teachers. But that's also what the feminists become to the masculines. A way for them to express themselves, a way for them to like feel at home, a way for them to deal with themselves and their emotions and their situations. Feminine, you feel like home. But sometimes you gotta get away from home to better yourself. And that's just where the masculine is at. A lot of shit he did out of emotion, which ain't his style. Being in his emotions and shit, that's the shit you bring out of him. So, you know, our masculines is just seeing the error in their directions and decisions towards from making decisions and directions in their feelings or based off emotions and shit. As far as the feminine energy, masculine, you in regards to the feminine, you got the 6 of Wands, wins and victories and celebrations. You're learning a lesson yourself. You're gonna win with whoever feminine you choose to be with. Whether it's your divine feminine, whether it's a karmic feminine, whether it's another divine feminine that ain't your own. You're the addition here. You're the good guy. You know, whoever you become a husband to, a fiance to, a boyfriend to, a girlfriend to, he could be a she could be a he, you know, be right. You're going to be a great person for this person. You don't just help your divine feminine, you help other people, which is another reason why separations happen. So maybe it's time for you to meet another person temporarily. You know, people come and go. That's life. People come and go, man. You enjoy the experiences you have with people, but don't too many people stick around, except for your twin. They're always around. And since they're always around, sometimes they got to separate themselves. And that's what masculines are doing. But masculines see how he's winning having a divine feminine like you in his life, feminine. But divine masculine also sees the perks of having a good one or a good situation or something good and maintaining that good for the benefit of all things going on right now. So wins, victories, and celebrations. Masculine, you're getting a lot of them. In a way, it's like it's subconsciously, and it's the shit masculine don't see. He doesn't see these wins. He don't see how he's winning. He doesn't see how he's benefiting. And a lot of things that this twin flame thing has to offer, and a lot of things that life is offering right now. You'll see them later. You just don't see them right now. How you win it, and these wins that you're gonna see later that you already had is kind of gonna affect your actions and behavior, given how you was acting and your behavior prior to these wins that was already happening. Because you directly, in regards to the feminine energy, you in the 8 of Swords, you in a self-imposed prison when it comes to the feminine. I'm just gonna say the divine feminine. You're in a self-imposed prison when it comes to the divine feminine. It's an invisible prison that can't nobody see but you. It's an invisible prison that don't nobody know you in but you. You suffer in silence. Because once again, masculines don't have fucking psychics and guides to talk to make sense of these feelings, to make sense of these emotions and everything that's coming with this shit. You know what I mean? So best way masculine can deal with this shit is separating himself from it. To not feel anything. To not even put himself through disappointment or drama. You know? Best way masculines deal with this twin flame shit is by separating himself from it. So he doesn't have to be accountable for it temporarily, because you're accountable for it. It's temporary unaccountability in separation. It's temporary guilt or anything he chooses to do as a non-married person being separated from a twin. Sometimes masculine just gotta go for theirs and shit just kind of work out. And like I say, they just take advantage. Shit feminines do too. It just varies. But Eight of Swords is a false sense of security. You're just insecure because you feel that you ain't secured something right now. False sense of entitlement. You feel entitled to do what you're doing right now. To do whatever you're doing right now. You feel entitled to do that. That's a self-imposed prison. Something you're going to have to get out. This is a false sense of security. I mean, a false sense of reality. You know, you're just creating situations out of thin air. This wasn't even a situation. You just made it one. It wasn't even no problems. You just created one. It wasn't even no drama. You just made some up. In regards to the feminine and rolling with that. It's like I just told a client of mine. You know, when separation happens, it's like masculines get petty with it. Masculines really hit below the belt with it because they want to make it clear that it's separation time. Not giving you an inkling that it's the worst mistake that they ever did, or they don't even want to leave, but they're gonna. Nah, when they leave and they talk shit and they hit where it hurt and they really create the atmosphere of separation to make it perfectly clear for the feminines what time it is. Okay, a lot of shit is done subconsciously, and they're in a self-imposed prison while doing this. It's like a cold-blooded person. It's like a good person who turns cold-blooded when it's time to. Like probably most all gang bosses and like cartel leaders, drug dealers, assassins, hitmen, and shit. They're probably cool people. Probably like very cool people. But then when it's time to like get in gangster mode, they know how to just get to some gangster shit. So, you know, Madison's in gangster mode. Took his heart, took his feelings out the deal. He's locked that shit up, and now he's out here doing what he has to do to survive. Main reasons people do that. Shit, you'll get feminine later on in the game. When we pull this Two of Wands out, masculine, you subconsciously and directly in regards to yourself, you got the Two of Swords. This is so-called options. The reason why I call them so-called options is because there's only one right way, and that's up. What's up, Goddess? What's up? What's up, the infinite? What's up, the fourth and fifth dimension, where your divine feminine be, the real world? You can go north, south, east, west. You can go left, right. You can go in any direction you want to go. You know what I mean? But if you ain't going up, then you're just going in circles. You're just going in the direction you went already. So it's so-called options because it's like you really ain't got none. But you get this represents free will. You got free will. You can do whatever the fuck you please right now. Masculine, that's what you think you doing. Subconsciously, it's like I'm technically ain't tied to nobody. I technically can do whatever the fuck I want to do and feel no guilt about it. Why should I feel anything about it? Especially to non-married twins. Let's get it. You ain't married to your twin flame, then especially to the feminist cross watching and shit, then yeah, you can own up to this energy. You know, it's karma and accountability to decisions like these. But yeah, and Madison said he's got other options. He's gonna see those out. Number one, while he still can. Number two, why he feels he's in a position to do it. Number three could just be for game, could just be for sport, to see if he still got it in him. Whatever this direction is, it's temporary. Temporary. It's not really for everything. Thus, it's probably not a divine thing. It's probably just karma or karmic things that he's getting out of his system. Madison's got options, and he's gonna weigh them shits out. I can see if he didn't have options, he has them. I can see if it wasn't. I can see if he didn't have options. He has options. He's weighing his options, and That's clear as day. That's one thing I'm definitely hearing is options. Like, I got options. You directly in regards to yourself, you got your role masculine as Two of Wands. This the shit you're supposed to be doing with your divine feminine. But this the shit you're gonna do with any feminine. It ain't just your divine feminine you do this for. You do this for all feminines. Something you finding out again. Two of Wands is making ends meet. Two of Wands is support. Two of Wands is holding shit down like balloon strings. If you ain't holding your divine feminine down, you're gonna hold a feminine down. Okay? So it's just like choose your battle. You're gonna have that, like, all the shit you say you can't deal with your divine feminine. That's too much for you with your divine feminine. That's this and that's that with your feminine. You're gonna have to deal with that anyway. With a random, or an average, or a non-divine, or a liar, or a cheater, or a weirdo. You're gonna have to do that with somebody you don't know, or somebody there is no forever with. Say that shit one more time for the niggas in the back. You're gonna have to do that with somebody there isn't a forever with. So just do it. You got free will, you got options. I do it. And don't trip. When you go through the same shit that all feminines go through. You deal with the same shit all feminines is on. So it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing different prior than the path you was just on. It just took you to go on another path for you to kind of see that. And now you saw it. Two of Wands is also survival. Let's put some more smoke on the survival. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a CEO. And what's a CEO? An owner. And what do owners do? Take ownership and shit. Even if it ain't even their fault, it's their fault because they got to own up to it. That's the life of an owner. King of Pentacles is also a karmic masculine. You're doing karmic masculine shit to make ends meet, to survive. It's like you doing everything you got to do to survive. Ain't taking no account to shit you need to be doing for other people. You got a lot of help from your divine feminine. It's like you ain't giving that help back. It's karma to that. Then you just dip from that to another karmic situation only to do the same thing. So now you got twice the karma. Karma from this current karmic feminine, because it's definitely a karmic feminine in the picture because you a karmic masculine. You become a karmic masculine, fuck up with karmic feminines. This is the imprint. This is the scent. This is the notification of another karmic feminine. Like you go cheat and you got the other bitch perfume on your clothes and makeup on your collar, makeup your feminine, your woman, your wife don't wear, and perfume your wife don't have. You smell like all that. And the guys that you at work or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just drama. It's just messy. Shit you complaining about at home that you find somewhere else is the same shit. You ain't found nothing different out there than you got at home. You just creating problems. You just creating shit. And then you got a small percentage of masculines who aren't they true selves. So they out here like kind of not being truthful. Not living the life that they really want to live with you. They out here letting their family, letting society, letting maybe ancestors get in the way of what the fuck y'all could have. All because he's trying to be traditional. He's not trying to go against the grain. He's not trying to become an outsider or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. Karma's a lot. And one energy you're going to come back to that you're really going to hate masculine is this energy going to the future wrapping you up. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. This is okay. This is 60%. It's a D. It's not failing, but it's not passing. It's just okay. D-so energy. This is homeostasis. Five of Pentacles, you break a bone. Six of Pentacles, this is you getting your cast put on. The day you get your cast put on. Five of Pentacles, you lose your job. Six of Pentacles, this is your first day at work. Probably ain't gonna get your check till like maybe another week longer than it would be if you was not working a new job, but that's just a new job type situation. Like, you're gonna get a little before you get a lot. Shit's gonna get a little better before it gets very better. So it's like the healing process. It's like the healing process. You're gonna do a full fucking circle, only to end up at the same position you was bitching you didn't want to be in, only to be in the same position. It's a feeling you didn't want to feel anymore, only to do a 360 and end up right at that feeling. Whatever it is, it's some shit you can't physically see. This shit is definitely dealing with emotions or actions and behavior. You're gonna do a big ass circle. You wanted to change some shit or get away from some shit or not deal with some shit, only to do a whole circle and be looking right back at it. Except you dealing with it times two, because you chose to either A, add another person in the situation, or B, not hold on to your karmic end of the spectrum. You know, final card in this message, then we can get to the next reading. You directly go into the future, you got a Ten of Swords. This is death or a permanent ending. Some shit that's going to be over with, and it's never going to be the same again. Due to your actions and behavior, masculine, something is going to die. Now, if it's just a regular person that dies, you know, somebody you know, family member, death is prevalent. People die every day, B. So be thankful that you even got a life you woke up to and woke up the next morning, because, like I said, it's a lot of people who go to sleep and don't get back up. It's a lot of people who didn't wake up last night. Death is prevalent, so don't trip. It's something you registered. Get over it. You know what I mean? I'm not teaching you how to grieve. I'm not teaching you how to do none of that shit. But just know, death is only the beginning. Whoever needs to hear that. And of course, if people dropping like flies, that's going to kind of get you a little scared, thinking that maybe death is going to come to you next or some shit. If you think about death, you're going to bring about death. So power of the tongue is powerful. You can really speak death with your words. You don't just kill people, you kill dreams. You kill motivation. You kill pride. One thing you do kill, masculine, separating from your twins, you kill that vibe. The whole vibe you and your feminine got. The whole vibe you and your feminine got. When you separate from your twin, you kill that vibe. It's a good vibe. It's a good feeling. It's good love. It's good respect. It's good admiration. It's a good thing you got with your feminine. So for you to sever ties with that shit, every time you do that, it kills something else in your feminine inside. To where if you do it enough, it just kind of destroys the whole connection. You know, you keep disappearing on a person, man, eventually they ain't gonna care if you disappear or not. You keep cheating on a person, eventually they're gonna follow suit. Keep doing fucked up shit to people. Don't be surprised when they do fucked up shit to you. Because eventually, I mean, it's actions and behavior. You gotta know what you're doing, right? Some shit is gonna end. Due to a direction you went, due to the feelings and emotions you was on, doing to your action and your behavior, doing to what you just manifested. Just manifested. Something is gonna die. Something is gonna be permanently over with. Something is gonna change. Maybe for the best, maybe for the worst, maybe for the ugly. But you're gonna have to be accountable for whatever comes up in the future. That's the message that I got. If I can be of good use, it's your boy D Boom. Please stay tuned for the next message. Once again, I do got readings till Sunday. $25 Twin Flame and personal readings. Please book if you haven't. Thanks for the people who have booked. I'm down to one person again. I'm getting them out, getting them in. I got time today. Holla at me. 100.